kind of people here. The dude right there in that house built cars. The Usos on Johnson be having the crazy parties. You know, I lived over there, so I used to come over here and kick it with the homies. We used to walk to Lakewood Mall instead of going to school. We at the mall all motherfucking day. It was just fun, man. It's like ghetto Leave It to Beaver or some shit like that.
Them Yankee ass remind me of my younger days. I was a maniac. My mama had me wedding babies, having babies that. My knuckles ashy, knocking niggas on their ass. Keep a smacking, never lacking. Road to riches is the path, motherfucker. Watch it happen quick. Raised off a wick, cold blooded like Crips. You dig your own grave when you fucking with the Lord. Wait, catch your fate. Probably finna go to hell anyway.
We in Compton. This is my grandma's house. I'm from Long Beach, quote unquote, but over here, everybody from everywhere. None of that stuff mattered. You know, my family came out here. This is one of the main places that black people start coming. We gotta fix that door, mama. Oh, fuck. Oh, my granddaddy got out the military. He was like 17, 18. So he bought a house over here, and he bought a house on Spring Street, and he bought a house on like 125th. And that's all we got. That's all we own in my family. But they all in my grandpa's name, but he died, so they belong to my grandma now. All people had then was the mind state to buy something, own some property. Because, you know, slavery come, you can't own nothing. So everybody wanted to own some property. And if you look today, the reason all the homes around here look beat up and old is because that's all people got. I shall be for Blue Suede here.
Hope I outlive them red roses. Hope I outlive them red roses.
Three of the niggas in that video was in jail. One of them is dead. My mama moved me away. Not really away, but it's 15 minutes away, but to them that was moving away. Because you don't got to deal with the location or shit. Because once your head is out of that space, I guess you don't have to feel like you're a part of that no more. But you just going to end up being a part of something else.
Never gon' switch, my mama right soldier. Show me that profit, coughed them right rovers up. I'm up now, these hoes all in love now. Wanna fuck now, they beg to bend over. Half these hoes chauffeurs, half these hoes.
I used to live in a house right over there, and man, like I would say, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, it got taken from us on some fluke shit, but the homies still be kicking it over there in front of the house like we own that motherfucker, which is kind of weird, but whatever. There's don't nobody living there right now. Don't none of y'all live here. What do you niggas live here? Yeah. But nah, we got songs named after this motherfucking house. He knocked out the homie in the garage right here. He knocked out the homie behind there in the backyard. Oh, what's back there?
Can't stop. Oh, it's so
It's nice? Oh, it's nice back here.
The shed was right here. I got locked in. The shed was right here.
Oh, yeah, when we was younger, we locked him in the shed for like, how many hours was you in that motherfucker? We locked him in the shed for like 8 hours. He was screaming, trying to get out. The neighbors called the police because we wouldn't let him out the shed. The girl that lived right there used to throw crazy parties, and the homies didn't want to pay. So we would just hop the gate real quick, hop right in her backyard.
That's why you in the house.
It's crazy. I'm lucky to have the type of situation I had to really be able to grow up around the people that I'm still around today. And then not be no funny shit. Everybody still love each other. Everybody's still cool.
Birds and the bees come and fuck with a G. Hot as 6,500 degrees. Hard on the hoe, drop your drawers to the floor. Gangsta guy, baby, get on your knees. Baby girl, get on.
Summertime 06 to me is really like what it was. I was 12, 13 years old. I was barely turning 13. But that's when it really started. That was the last real good year of like shit being cool and safe and calm. After that nigga started dying, bro. When we was doing Hell Can Wait, a large part of that had to do with this, cause the homie, he lived right there and he got killed right here in this alley behind the trash can in front of his like 10-year-old sister or some shit. Shut up! Niggas be, you know, regular niggas at the end of the day had a job. Took care of his mama, took care of his sister, but niggas still fall victim to the bullshit. I don't feel like I live in the hood or the ghetto or no shit like that. sometimes it ain't the best place to be.
North Division trying to stop my blackness. I'm watching for them badges when out in traffic. Them 911's been a tad bit frantic. If lights start flashing, please don't panic.
This Ramona Park, and in the eyes of the Long Beach Police Department, this is a very volatile place full of very volatile characters. But when I was younger, I had fun over here. It was a fucking baseball team at this motherfucking park. All that shit been gone, man. Ain't no performing arts. Ain't no performing arts programs. Ain't no art programs. Shit still happen over here, but it's not community based. It's to play Pee Wee football for OCJAF. You got to pay $500. That's $500 your mama don't have, but she gonna spend that $500 to try to get you out of trouble, because that's the whole objective of these parents out here, to get them out of trouble. So, okay, you pay that fine to get out of trouble. Your daddy gotta go get that back. What happened if your daddy get incarcerated trying to get that money back that you left, and it's all for you? When I was 16, 17, I got into some shit that don't need to be named, and this man called my phone like 5 times and was like, I understand, because I understand how it get, but you gotta understand that you got a greater purpose and that everything don't need to be taken to that level. And that phone call, let alone, probably saved my life. He got shot 7, 8 times. How many times did he get shot? 8. He got shot 8 times, and at that point, I was so focused on being selfish and worrying about myself, I hadn't seen niggas I grew up with in like 2-3 years. But no, just on some bullshit. But that helped me realize what's important in life. The problem with rappers, man, niggas make shit seem like, nigga, I'm the hardest nigga ever. Nigga, it's hard over here. Man, I had to sleep with a bullet hole in my pillow. Like, nah, man, none of that, man. We want motherfuckers to show, like, nigga, we not over here living like animals, bro. I want to try to be the reason why motherfuckers is proud to be over here and why niggas don't have to leave.
Bitches think they living in a dream till I wake them up. Faded off the liquor limousines, waiting in the front. Looking for a nigga with the green shining in the club. Trying to trade a hoe's life for the red rose life.
Look how Tron is living.
This the one. Him, you. Come here. Without this band, there's no Vince Staples music. I've thrown my whole life away. I used to have to pick between walking from their house over there and his house over here, and this the man that was like, you gonna fuck up. Come over here. We got food. I know you don't smoke, but we got weed. And we got like 3 bitches, but you can't have 2 of them. You can have the last one, and the last one is the fat one. But I always, took one for the team, and I always let the homies. Everybody think the beginning of my music and everything that I do came from Odd Future. That's a lie. It ain't nothing, because I met them from him. And everything I know how to do, I learned from him. I learned how to be patient from him. I didn't know what a 16 was. I barely really got the hang of it. I didn't know none of that stuff. Take him to your room, Chuck. I want to go nowhere. I'm gonna give me a house with a gate by the water. If I ever get super rich or I need to be by myself. That's all I need, because these people is this motherfucking community, man. Like, this shit was crazy when I was growing up. I loved it over here, and I still do. So if you love the music, I want you to understand where it come from, because that's what it's about, man. We all just trying to get to know each other better. That's all this shit is.
Introducing White Claw Surf, a whole new wave of White Claw.